Welcome to the second episode of the RealmJoin Unlocked podcast, where we talk about everything RealmJoin related. I'm your host, Moritz Pohl, and today I'm here with my colleague, Jonas Heckmann. Hi Jonas, nice to have you here. How are you?
Yeah, hi Moritz, I'm fine, and I'm looking forward to our interesting topics today. Thanks for the invitation as well.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you here. In the last episode, the first episode, we talked about what happened with RealmJoin in the last 1.5 years. Now, things are developing, we have new features, and you are in the middle of everything. So just give us a short introduction, who you are, what you're doing at Glucania, and what we are talking about today.
Yeah, I'm Jonas, as you already said, and I'm member of the products team here at Glucania. And especially I'm member of the core RealmJoin team. And my main role is to support and consult our customers that use the product. And I'm also deeply integrated in the whole release process. So I talk with customers, talk with our development, and we find out which new features we have that we want to deploy, and also which bug fixes need to be fixed in the next release. And we also decide what will be in the next release and write the changelog and everything around it. And that's why I'm here today, because in the last release, we had some interesting things that we today want to talk about.
Yeah, you brought, I think, 2 or 3 topics that we have to discuss today. The first one is the update of the self-service portal, which we call App Catalog, which allows users to access applications more easily. What is the App Catalog?
Yeah, we developed a new thing for the end users to access assigned applications and interact with them. So install, reinstall, and something of that. And it's technical, just a redesign of our existing tray icon.
So the old tray we all know from RealmJoin is in the tray bar, and you can install applications that are available to you. Yeah. This means that this new app store is not an app store where the user is able to install anything that is available in the RealmJoin portal, but it's still applications maintained by the software admin of the customer. Is this right?
Yeah, the admin still decides what is available and displayed to the user. So only assigned apps are in the catalog. It's not a catalog that the user can search for and install just every available app.
And is there mandatory and available, it's mixed, or is it basically all the available applications? How is it set up?
Yeah, it shows every assigned app, so available and required assigned apps. For required apps, they are in the optimized way, they are already installed and show as installed. And for available apps, it is a button to start the installation, and it triggers immediately on the user's device. So they click on it, choose the app, and then it immediately installs on the client.
That's great. I think we have a short video that shows us how this feature works. So if you're following us on the video feed, you can see now the video. The self-service portal you can reach using portal.realmjoin.com on your RealmJoin enrolled device. And after authenticating, you come first to this overview page that shows you all your devices and all the RealmJoin features available to you. And if you select your device, your current device, then you can choose the app catalog, and this is the new feature, right?
Yeah, and as we see, there are some apps displayed to the user, and as we already said, some are installed now, and here we can see the installation starts instantly after clicking install. And I think it finishes directly because the package is not so big.
Yeah, I think in this demo we install the VLC player for the user.
And then the user just clicks reinstall, refresh on the top right corner, and we can see on the device, I think it is directly installed, yeah.
So that's really a way to push the whole self-service concept, that sometimes it's harder to make the user work with something that is not that intuitive. And I think this new RealmJoin portal, that it might be even some kind of first step to a broader approach of self-service, because in the RealmJoin portal and the Me portal, as we call this page that shows for a user. We have other features that are available, like self-service forms. And if the user is used to using this portal to install applications, they might be also quite willingly transfer to request using the forms or do whatever is there available. We now saw that we have installation and update for application. Is there anything more planned? I mean, as you said, you are knee-deep in the whole changelog and backlog items. So is there something more coming to this self-service portal?
Yeah, we are planning a function that allows the user to also uninstall apps, and also we offer a switch to admins to allow the uninstallation. So not every user should be allowed to uninstall apps on his device. So yeah, that will be admin controlled, but also offered to the user.
So we still have like the best of both worlds. We have the admins who set like the guidelines in which the user can work, but the user has, if you want them to, more control about what they need or might need. So there's not a lot too many installations. You don't want to install 80 or 90 applications forcefully to a device, but the user will be able to go through the list. I think you mentioned the search bar that also makes it easier compared to this all tray list, which might become quite long depending on how the administrators decide in this company to work with the workflow for the applications. Thank you. I think that's quite an interesting, potent new feature. Any feedback already from customers?
Yeah, we received quite a lot of feedback from customers that were waiting for this feature. And yeah, it was positive, and we look forward to further improve these feature, for example, with the uninstall. And yeah,
so that's, I don't know, in the next month we might discuss this topic again, or talk about what changed, what is new, and how to empower the users even more. The second interesting topic you brought for us today is data.
Yeah.
Data export. We currently in the RealmJoin portal, if you know, there are a lot of tables where you can, after using the tables, for example, search for specific devices or applications. You can download the result as a CSV or Excel file and do whatever you need to do with it afterwards. Now there is this new exporting section in the RealmJoin portal that gives you full exports. Why was there a change, or not a change, but an upgrade or an addition of new downloadable files?
Yeah, in the past we had these general table exports. So we made an export available for every table in the portal. But these exports just had values that were available in this table and not everything. For example, for the packages, there are some important things that also need to export it and need to monitor it, like package restrictions, and these values were not in the table initially.
Okay, because initially we had like, you can get all your Adobe Reader packages or whatever, but now we have those configuration switches also in this full download file.
Yeah, we made these switches also available in the download. So we not only take the data from the tables, we aggregate data from different sources.
Okay, that's of course also quite nice. So I think at the moment we start with 4 different export options. Yeah. That's packages with parameters, devices, and
package restrictions and packages at all. These are 2 exports, and we also have an antivirus export that aggregates data from advanced telemetry from our agent.
So I would imagine that those features we have here are based on real-life experience. I think, can you give us a short idea about the motivation, why we introduced this feature, or where our customers can use this data?
Yeah, today we have a lot of data available, and therefore it's important to have exports and monitoring and dashboard visibility. And yeah, our customers wanted to have a report to have all information of their packages, to sort for categories, to track some things, to troubleshoot on the device. We improved, or we developed the package restriction export, so they can see what restrictions are configured for some packages to troubleshoot these packages.
Yeah, I think one term you coined or you used for me that made it quite understandable what we are doing here, because we are talking about all this run books and RBAC model and so on with RealmJoin, and call about our operator dashboard. Now we are moving into including some kind of reporting dashboard, as you called it. I don't want to steal your credit. And I think that makes a lot of sense to see it as an addition to what we already have, because you want to be able to use all the data you have to the best result you can have. And that is control what is on the devices, how the devices are managed, and what to do with them.
Yeah, as you said, this is just the first step of improving the visibility of data that we collect with RealmJoin, or that we have available with RealmJoin. Because as you know, we have Intune, we have Entra, we have our own agent that delivers data, and also some more
lot of
telemetry.
collected data from a lot of places.
Yeah.
And especially if you use the RealmJoin agent, we have a lot of customers that have custom data collected, because we can basically, whatever is available through PowerShell or even more complicated methods, can be collected as a state, as we call it, data point, basically giving you information on the device. And that is really a powerful tool to optimize how applications and users and devices are managed in your company.
Yeah.
Both are great features, I think. Is there anything you have to do to access them, or are they available immediately to everybody who wants to?
Yeah, both features are shipped to the portal, were shipped to the portal, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago. And they are now available to everyone. And yeah, the exports are in the new section in the portal, so you can go there in the navigation bar. And the app catalog is available to end users through the /me page or the overview page of the user.
Yeah. Of course, this is some kind of, I would call it some kind of adoption topic, to if you want to enable your users to use this portal and ask them to do so, they need to be basically trained or made aware of this feature. But from our experience, of course, we follow our own eat your own dog food paradigm. So in our company, we moved to the portal, and I think, as you said before, even also for our customers, the feedback is overwhelmingly positive, because people think it's easier to use, and it's a bit like the company portal if you use Intune to install applications. Yeah. Of course, this portal only works if the RealmJoin agent is available, is responsible for delivering the application package, and I would say it's faster.
Yeah,
it's
sure,
a direct installation. So thank you for the new features. We have 2 questions we wanted to answer that came in after the last episode. The first one is a more technical question. How is RealmJoin and the RealmJoin agent and the RealmJoin packages, how are they handling natively, or how they handling ARM environments? So if you don't use a classic Intel processor, but you have a Surface, for example, with an ARM processor, how is RealmJoin handling that?
Yeah, I think we integrated ARM or native ARM support quite a long time ago. I think summer last year.
I wouldn't call summer last year quite a long time ago, but yeah.
Yeah, for development things, it's some time ago. But yeah, we invented it summer last year, and I think we changed the agent, and we had to change some things in the agent. But since then, we had support, native ARM support, for every device that wants to use the RealmJoin agent. And yeah, we had also changed some things with our packages. So not only the agent needs to support ARM, of course,
yeah.
of course also the packages needed a change. And I think you were involved there.
Yeah, as I'm involved in a lot of the packaging processes, there are quite a lot of packages now that have ARM support. So if the vendor presents us with a classic x64 and also an ARM variant of the installer, we integrate both into the package, have some detection logic to determine which should be installed. So there is no need of emulation if ARM support is available. In the RealmJoin store, if you check the details of an application package, it will tell you if an ARM version is available or not. So I think from that point of view, in terms of ARM, we are quite well set up.
Yeah, I think
it's used. I think there were some issues with the MSAL process, but of course our developers, whenever something arises, our developers will work on it and fix it. And now it works quite well.
Yeah, I think we made quite a good job last year to integrate several architectures and also support for different OS types for RealmJoin. We also had macOS, of course, and now ARM64. Yeah, so that's nice.
Cool. One more question we had. We pointed out last time in the last episode and also in some other form that RealmJoin is an evolving and open product. So a lot of the features we have are because we needed them in our own projects, or our customers or partners requested them because they needed them to use specific features or processes for their daily use. If a customer has an idea that might be quite helpful, how do they reach out to us or you and me to bring up some new ideas?
Yeah, you can always go through the email way to open a ticket. That's for the support site and also for suggestions for new features. It's support@realmjoin.com. And yeah, we are always happy to receive feedback from you and from everyone to further improve the product. And yeah, that's why we are happy to receive some valuable feedback.
Yeah, you can give us some insights. I think, as you said, you are quite well set into this whole changelog process. How is a feature request from a customer normally discussed or handled?
Yeah, as when you open a ticket with us, yeah, we from the support and consulting team scan through it, and we take these topics, pre-qualify it, and then we take it into a round of a discussion with our development team and some colleagues of mine, and we discuss these topics, analyze the impact for the customer or the changes that we need in the code. Not every simple feature or simple idea is set fast in the code, set up fast in the code. So we need the feedback from the development. And if we decide to go on with this feature or with these new suggestions, we code it and then we ship it in the next release. And
it will be available to every user of RealmJoin, every customer. So there is no feature gap or pay to feature scenario, though. Just if something feels good for us and makes sense, we will implement it. It might take some couple of weeks of development, but yeah, I don't think I'm talking about a big secret here, but there is quite a backlog on new ideas which we will bring forward in the future. If anyone or anybody has any suggestions, questions, whatever, you can reach us, as you said, on support@realmjoin.com. You can visit our changelog, you can visit our documentation to get the latest updates. And depending on what will ship in the next weeks, we will see us again in summer, perhaps. Maybe. And we will then present you with everything that happened, all the new features, give you a short idea. And until then, thank you for watching or listening to us. And we'll see you. Have a nice rest of the day.